So now you able to see this one market structure?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now what we have to read a market structure is that we are trying to see what numbers of firms will be there, what number of products will be there, whether there is an entry and exit, any like barriers on them, whether the products will be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Because of that, whether a price of the consumer or producer can influence the price or not, what is the nature of demand, what are the profits they take, whether they take maximum profits, they take normal profits. These things we read in market structure. Okay, this is a very like big chapter, but for JRF they ask very limited and very basic questions. Okay, so what they may ask is first they will discuss you this table. If you read this table, then I think most of the questions which may come in the okay this table. Okay, this table is important. So classification based on number of producers, degree of product differentiation, firms control over price, and part of economy were prevalent. Okay, this you have to write by your own. Now you are reading; it looks very simple, but you have to make this table and that's for perfect what will come, for monopolistic what it may come. Because that time you try to understand why differentiated product is there monopolistic. Because in monopolistic competition and perfect competition, the only difference is here. Okay, this is for JRF. For SRFRS, you should know that here there are unlimited number of consumers, but here there are sellers, but here there are large sellers in a group. First, it refers to Chamberlain model, and Chamberlain model did analysis on a group. So large numbers of buyers and sellers in a group, but that is not required for the JRF people. Okay, you should remember that the only difference for you people will be that it is differentiated in product. Okay, so here there are many sellers, so they cannot have any control over the price. Why? There are two things. One is there are many sellers. Second, they are homogeneous product. That is why they don't have any control over price, and hence, if you see the demand curve in the perfect will in perfect competition will be horizontal. Why? Because of these two assumptions. There are many sellers and there are homogeneous product. Because of these two assumptions, the demand curve is horizontal. This point is given in Cauchy book for SRF people I'm telling. JRF, okay, you can understand that this homogeneous and sellers, okay. This point is given in Cauchy that these two assumptions proves that if this is price, this is quantity, this is price is equal to MR is equal to AR, and this is demand curve in reference to the perfect market. But when we see imperfect market, demand curve will be downward sloping. Okay, means as price increases, quantity demanded decreases. Okay, so this is the basic difference between perfect market and imperfect market. Okay, that what for JRF you understand. This meaning is this particular line control over the price or not. See here there is no control over the price. Only one price is there. But here there are different prices. If you want to sell say 6 units, then you have to keep this much of price. But if you want to sell 2 units, then you can keep higher price. So the seller has some influence over the price. This is what is meant by this particular line, some control. Or you can, I think you can see in monopoly, it will be given full control. See, it's given considerable control, but it's actually full control, okay? Because he is the only seller. So the control of the price increases as the number of sellers decreases. Okay. And the difference between perfect competition and monopolistic competition is monopolistic competition has differentiated products. Example, retail trade. Agriculture market is the example of perfect competition. Okay, near to perfect competition. Pure oligopoly, differentiated oligopoly. Only difference is in this product. In pure means homogeneous, differentiated means differentiated product. Oligopoly means oligo means what? Few sellers. See, few sellers with homogeneous product like steels, chemicals. Differentiated oligopoly, computers, automobiles, and I said in the morning mobiles like telecommunication. They all come under differentiated oligopoly. Monopoly means single seller, railway, post, and all. Before railway was here, but now I think railways will not be here. Why? Because before railways was done only by government. Now railways is also being taken by the private people. Okay. Similarly, electricity. Before it was only under coal India limited, but now it's not like that. Monopsony. When it comes Sony, then it depends upon the buyer, not the seller. Okay. So only that thing. Monopsony and oligopsony. And this is important. And one basic thing I'll tell you why this question is not difficult. Okay, single seller, single buyer is bilateral monopoly. That looks so simple. Because bilateral means two. But why they ask this question, They think that if you have read this, it means you have read all the things which are above here. That is why usually these teachers will ask question from the last points. And the assumption that if you have read last point, you have read all other points. Okay. So be aware of the last points in any portion. So perfect market. So here there are 6 assumptions. In 6 assumptions, if you are with 4 assumptions, then what we call as pure market. What are the 4 assumptions? Large numbers of buyers and sellers, homogeneous product, free entry and exit, and no government regulation. What is the other word for no government regulation? What is the term used in?
Laissez-faire.
Yeah, laissez-faire. Okay, that means no government regulation. With this, if we add 2 more assumptions, that is perfect mobility of resources and perfect knowledge, this becomes perfect. Okay, understood? So we should be thorough with these 2 concepts. They will ask these 2 concepts. Okay. What makes perfect competition is these 2 resources, these 2 assumptions. Short run and long run. Now remember, when you take short run, we consider variable cost. When you take long run, we consider average cost or total cost. Okay. So this you see, total cost, total revenue. Total revenue is a straight line. Why? Because price is constant. So as it goes on increasing output, it will increase uniformly. Why it is 0 in the beginning? Because when output is 0, total revenue is equal to price into output. Price is something, but output is 0. So total revenue becomes 0. So it is starting from 0. But total cost is not starting from origin, it is starting from here. Can anyone tell why? It is starting from here. Why?
Cost of
And what is this
production.
question called?
Fixed cost is this.
A fixed cost.
Yeah. This
Fixed cost
question
is
is
less.
this portion is total fixed cost.
Intersect.
And this portion is called total variable cost. Okay. This is the total fixed cost, total variable cost, and this is total cost. Inverse S shape, inverse S shape. Total fixed cost will be what shape? What will be the shape of total fixed cost?
Straight lines.
Horizontal line.
Yeah, parallel to the which axis?
X-axis.
Good. Parallel to the output axis. Okay. Good. Why output axis? Why not input axis?
So because
So with
cost,
the increase
cost
in
is a function of output.
Very good. Very good. That is the point. Cost function is cost is a function of output. This is the answer. Very good. Very good. So whatever we are doing, it's fruitful. Okay. Thanks, because that will give more energy to teach next classes. Now we did with total cost, total profit. Now we are doing with marginal cost, marginal profit. Remember one thing. There are 2 conditions here. One is marginal cost should be intersecting marginal revenue. Second is it should intersect from the below. That is, the slope of marginal cost should be more than slope of marginal return. See, the slope of margin return here is 0. Slope of marginal cost is positive because it is sloping upward. Here it is sloping downward, so here it is negative. So the slope of marginal cost should be more than slope of marginal return. And the first one is marginal cost should be equal to marginal return. If it is perfect competition, then that is equal to price also. Okay. So A is not the equilibrium point, but B is the equilibrium point. Why? Because A satisfies only first condition. What is the first condition? MC is equal to MR. But does not satisfy second condition. What is that? The slope of MC should be more than slope of MR. But point B satisfies both the conditions. That is why only point B is the equilibrium point. Understood? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So when MR is more than MC, this. When MR is more than MC means this particular. Okay. So whenever you are here, when MR is more than MC, if this is equilibrium point, how you move towards equilibrium point? By increasing the output. When MC is more than MR in this year, how we move towards equilibrium? By reducing the output. That's what we have done. You increase the output when MR is more than MC. You decrease the output when MC is more than MR. How you know? By this graph. If you know this graph, so simple. You have to draw like this. This is price, this is output. So this is cost here. Okay now. And this is output. You have to write price also because marginal revenue is there. Okay, price and this output. So price is horizontal line. Why? Because we are referring to perfect market competition. And the marginal cost is inverted U-shaped curve. So U-shaped curve. So it will come here. This is the point, this is the point. When we are on this point, what we do? We increase the output because we are equilibrium point is here. That is the point where, what is this point? Point where MR is more than MC. And I'm emphasizing, make sure that these questions are important. Okay, or else I would have just go and went. But I am telling, this is important. When MR is more than MC, we increase the output. At this point, see here MR is less and MC is more. At this point, we decrease the output. Any problem in understanding these 3 points? Any problem in understanding these 3 points? Let me know. So it is given here. Okay. The first condition is equality between MR and MC. And the second condition is that the slope of MC should be greater than MR. So here we have the both the conditions. Okay. So any doubts here? No.
No, sir.
Good. So now we are seeing decisions in short run. Okay. The firm in short run does not imply that it earns excess profit. It earns excess profit or not depends upon the ATC curve. This is one of the objective questions. And it depends upon which curve? ATC curve in short run. Okay. Firms average and marginal curves are shown here. Now what they are showing in these 3 curves? One side, you have to see this one. What you have to see is prices. Where is the price? Whether it is at AVC, whether it is ATC, or whether it's above it. Now I'll zoom it more. Okay. So now you see this one. Here, price is at this level. Okay, I think I will take yellow, will be good. Now price is at this level. Average cost is at this level. So this thing is called excess profit. I repeat, this portion is portion of excess profit. That is why they told that excess profit is there and depends upon ATC, not AVC or AC. ATC. Okay, it is not MC. It is not MC. It's because whatever is above the ATC comes under the excess profit. Now similarly, if you see here, you see it is exactly at ATC. So here you are earning what is called as normal profit. Why normal profit? Because it is assumed that certain portion of normal profit is taken into the cost. So when price is equal to, okay, when price is equal to only ATC, there is normal profit. This point is called as break-even point. This the point of no profit, no loss. It's called break-even point. Understood? Now we'll focus on the third graph. Okay, you see this graph. Now here the price is equal to ABC, not ATC, ABC. This point where price is covering only ABC is called as shutdown point. If the prices are not even covering ABC, then it's better to shut down. Why? Because according to the law of cost minimization, if the price is above ABC and less than ATC, the farmer still continues. This actually I had explained to others before, but what I found is this I can explain you better during the farm management portion. So just understand that when price is equal to ABC, what you have is shutdown point, and price is equal to ATC, we are having breakdown point, and when the price is above ATC, what we have is excess profit. Okay, and we have normal profit here, we have excess profit here. Any doubts here?
So
No,
here,
sir.
when you're referring about profit, sir, you are telling us about the economic profit, right? Not the accounting profit.
Accounting profit and economic profit. Accounting includes only explicit. Economic
Yes,
includes
sir.
both explicit and implicit. Yes, so
Yes,
both
sir.
I'm including, explicit and implicit.
Sir, but if the accounting profit is zero, then why will the farm keep on producing?
That is what I said. I can explain you now, but I thought only 1 minute is there. I thought it would be better to tell during that one, okay? That is, as I said, is zone of double loss, okay? I will tell if there's one more graph here, I can tell you. It is there? Not there, fine. See here, I will tell you from here.
Okay.
Okay, I will zoom and tell. See, if he is producing till here, like if he is still producing here, then this is his fixed cost. Up to the minimum point of ABC, it is his fixed cost. Then from this point to minimum point of ATC, it is his variable cost. So this is fixed cost, this is variable cost. Okay, so when person is producing at the point of this, then what is doing, I'll change the color. If he's producing till here, is covering some part of variable fixed cost. See, he has covered completely VC. This is variable cost is completely covered. Some part of fixed cost is also covered. Okay, what is fixed cost? This is fixed cost. The complete fixed cost and some variable cost is covered. Now see here. Here only fixed cost is covered. Okay, but not the variable cost. This is what we call shutdown point. Okay. So when you see the other graph, because time is short and others are in class, I'll tell you. When you don't produce even below ATC and AVC, you will lose your fixed cost also. Okay, see below it is below ATC and above AVC. Then if you won't produce, fixed cost will become your loss. If you produce here, at least you are covering your fixed cost. So your loss is equal to only a variable cost. But if you want to produce, okay, if you won't produce, that is zero production, then your loss will be equal to variable cost and fixed cost both. So when you produce till the level of AVC, you will at least cover the cost of fixed cost. This is what we call as law of principle of cost minimization. Okay, principle of cost minimization. I think loss minimization. That I will tell you again. But this is a thing. Okay. So any other doubts?
So this
No, sir.
operates on the short term only, no?
Yeah.
So this operates on a short term.
Yeah, it's a little short run.
Okay.
In long run, we will have curves like long run average cost curve, long run variable cost curve. Okay. So there. So here also numericals are there. Don't worry about numericals. They will not ask numericals for you people. Okay. So only supply curve is remaining for here. Okay. This long run supply. This I will take tomorrow. Okay. Because I need to respect other people's time. They might be given some. So these things, imperfect and supply curve, this I'll take tomorrow. Okay, first 1 hour I'll take this. Remaining because tomorrow's other concepts are very easy. This macroeconomics and all. So this I will take. Okay. So anything you want to ask?